Nick and Trina with Friction CrossFit. We're here to go over today's workout of the day. So up first, we're gonna go through a catalyst warm-up. For a catalyst warm-up, you're just looking to prep all of your joints for movement. So it works best if you start at the top and then work your way down your body, and then you're just gonna hit all of your joints. So up first, hit 5 circles both ways with your head. You're gonna do 5 both ways. Good. From there, we're gonna go to our shoulders. So for this, we're gonna do arm swings. You can start small and gradually get bigger. Otherwise, just go, and then there we go. As she gets going, she's gonna go larger, and then she's gonna do the same thing, just going the other way. Cool. Another one is gonna be our elbows. So you're gonna be up in this scarecrow position, cycling or circling your elbows back and forth. Make sure to go both ways with that. Then if you clasp your hands together, you can also get your wrist. Give a little bit of pressure as you bend back and forth on both sides. Again, 5 in both directions is gonna be plenty. From there, we're gonna work our way down to our hip. So for the hip, feet together, and we're just gonna do big hip circles, nice and slow, and make sure to go both directions with those. Once you're done with your hip circles, we're gonna go down to your knees. So again, feet together, hands on our knees, and we're just gonna cycle right at the knees. Again, circles, both directions, good. And then last, we're gonna hit our ankles. So for the ankles, you can have a toe on the ground, or you can have your foot in the air. And again, make 5 circles in both directions with that one. And then a final one is just trunk rotation. So if you let your arms kind of dangle to the side and just nice and easy, go ahead and rotate in all directions. And that's gonna finish up your catalyst warm-up, guys. Next, we're gonna do 3 rounds. You have 10 per side donkey kicks, 10 per side fire hydrants, 10 jump squats, and 10 push-ups. So up first, donkey kicks. You're gonna be on all 4s, and you're gonna extend your leg behind you and slightly upward. Perfect. So you're gonna do 10 there, 10 on the other side. Then we have 10 fire hydrants. So for the fire hydrant, you're gonna stay in that position, and you're just gonna bring your leg out to the side. You don't need to over-rotate. If your back starts to twist a ton, you're going too high. It's a very small movement. So again, 10 per side there. Then you've got 10 jump squats. So normal squat standards, hips all the way down below the crease. Good, feet are shoulder width, and just leave the ground at the top a little bit. Perfect. And then last, guys, is our 10 push-ups. Normal positions there, arms under the shoulders. You're gonna slightly lean forward as you go down, elbows stay locked in, and then extend at the top fully. Perfect, thank you. Once you've gone through that 3 times, guys, then we're gonna hit some mobility. Got a few stretches today. Up first, a minute per side and a 90-90 doorway stretch. So you want your elbow and shoulder at 90 degrees. If the wall is right here, you could then lean into it. So any doorway in your house will work great for this one. From there, guys, we have a Samson stretch. For this one, go into a long lunge, but you're gonna keep your chest up on this, and then arms extended overhead, and you're gonna get that overhead stretch in as well. The entire time, you're also pushing those hips forward. That way we get a good hip flexor stretch as well. From there, guys, we do have child's pose, a minute in all 3 positions. So for this one, you want your feet together, knees spread, and then you're gonna go ahead and lay on down with your arms extended overhead. This is gonna be your center position. So you can hang out there for a minute, and then you're gonna work your way to one of the sides. For right now, we'll go to the right, hold that one for a minute. That way we get a little bit of the left lat as well. And then you're gonna work your hands to the left side, and again, hold that one for a minute. And then our final stretch, again, has 3 positions. It's gonna be a standing split. So for this one, you're gonna go a wide base. You can start off on a side, go ahead to your left. You're gonna hold that for a minute. After that, she's gonna lean down to the right, hold that for a minute as well, and then she's gonna finish up in the middle, holding for that final minute. And that'll conclude your guys' mobility. Now, as far as skill work today, we are actually gonna work on PVC snatch drills. So if you've got a broomstick at home or anything along those lines, you're gonna grab that. And we're gonna work our 3 positions of the snatch. So this is an EMOM setup. It's a 9-minute EMOM. And there are 3 positions in that first pull, and you're gonna hold each one for 30 seconds and then take 30 seconds of rest. And we'll go through this for a total of 9 rounds, so you'll do each position 3 times. So she's gonna start off in that bottom position, or is it power first? Power position, my bad. So we're gonna start off in power position. So start standing up, find your width on the bar there. And then she's gonna go down just that quarter squat while she's keeping the chest upright, very vertical with the back. Good. She's gonna hold that for 30 seconds and then take a 30-second rest. After that, we're gonna go to position 2. And again, you're going to hold for 30 seconds. So what works best is if you start in that power position and then work yourself to that hang position. Good. So what you're looking to do is to keep your shoulders over the bar as best as you can. So if you need to drop your hips a little bit and bring the chest up, that's okay. Again, hold for 30 and then rest for another 30 seconds. And then our final position, it'll be your minute 3, is going to be that bottom position. So again, just work your way through the position. Start at power, work to hang, and then slide down to that bottom position. Again, you're looking to keep your shoulders over the bar, and then just keep the hips down. It doesn't have to be a full squat. It's usually just above parallel. So you'll hold that one for 30, and then go ahead and rest for 30 seconds. That was one time through. You'll end up going through this one 3 times. So over a total of 9 minutes on an EMOM. Awesome. And then finally, guys, today's Metcon. There's a few variations to today's Metcon, just depending on what equipment you have at home. But as far as the structure, it's a 30, 20, 10 rep scheme, and you're going to cycle between 2 movements. So you can either do burpees for your first movement, or you can do alternating dumbbell or kettlebell snatches. That'll be movement 1. And then movement 2 will either be a PVC overhead squat or a one-arm overhead dumbbell or kettlebell squat. That is total, so that's not per arm on that second move or on either of the movements. It is total either way if you go with the dumbbell or kettlebell option. So let's go over the option at home that if you don't have any equipment, what this will look like. So up first is our normal burpee standards. So hands touch the ground. You're going to jump back to your hands, finish at the top with a clap while leaving the ground. Make sure your chest and thighs touch the bottom at the ground. If you need to scale a burpee, you can go to a step back and a step forward. So hands touch the ground, step back, and she's going to step forward. Again, if you need to scale that further, just go to a plank position. Don't even touch the ground, and then step back forward and a little bit hop at the top. And then PVC overhead squat. So she's going to grab that PVC. She's going to find her snatch grip, and then again, feet shoulder width. Hips are going to break just below the top of the knee, or the hip crease will. So she's going to extend while reaching backwards. And she's pulling that bar apart overhead, keeping her lats engaged, and you want the armpits to face forward. So that's version 1. The other version is going to be alternating dumbbell or kettlebell snatches. For today, we have the dumbbell. So one head must touch at least one head touch the ground. You can do both. She's going to bring that overhead and then switch. You can either switch on the ground or once it's past your face. Not super safe to switch overhead. So wait until it's at least in front of you or on the ground. Now, once you've done 30 of those total, then you have 30 overhead squats with that dumbbell. So a few options here. You could either go like 5 and then alternate, or do all 15, or do 15 on one arm and then 15 on the next. So just split it straight in half, or just whatever you need to do to partition that. So she's going to demonstrate this one. She's going to snatch it up one more time, and then she's going to lock that arm in while she hits an overhead squat. You can use that other arm for balance. And good. She's going to hit, again, whatever your rep scheme you decide on how you want to break that up. She's going to hit all 30 on that first round. And then you'll just go through everything again, hit 20 reps, and then 10 reps. A good standard is to try to do all movements unbroken. Aim for large sets. With that descending reps, should allow you to keep the intensity up. And then that way, if you do need any rest, take that in between movements. And just a couple quick breaths, maybe a quick drink of water, and then right back into the next movement. Other things, you may sub in a slam ball for the burpees if you do have a slam ball at home. So feel free to use that option as well. And then finally, guys, today's rent, you have 2 rounds. We have 50 hamstring walkouts. So for a hamstring walkout, you're going to go to a glute bridge position. And then you're going to walk your feet out as far as you can without letting your hips touch the ground. And then you're going to walk them back in. So walking them out and then back is 1 rep. You're going to do 50 of those. Once you've done that, then you have 50 glute bridges. So for a glute bridge, hips start on the ground. You're going to drive them up, squeeze your glutes, full lockout at the top, return to the ground, and again, hit 50 of those. And go ahead and cycle through that rent 2 times. That's all we have for you today. Hope you guys enjoy. We will see you again back here tomorrow. Thanks, guys.